Welcome, welcome. Very grateful to have you with us today. And I have a reading to begin with. So you find yourself a comfortable seat while I'm reading this. This is from Richard Rohr. Spiritual joy is something we participate in. It comes from elsewhere and flows through us. And I'll read it one more time. Spiritual joy is something we participate in. It comes from elsewhere and flows through us. And that elsewhere is us, the flow is us, the joy is us. It's all us. Thank you for joining me in coming together as one. Bring your hands to heart center, and we can inhale and exhale and inhale. We are grateful. And allow your hands to rest in your lap or at your sides. Let your spine be extended. Whether you're seated or lying down on the floor, just let your spine be extended. And let your feet be at rest on the earth. And allow your palms to be at rest in your lap or at your sides. And begin to notice the breath. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in, I know I am breathing in. Breathing out, I know I am breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. And then as we rest our attention on the breath, we can notice that it deepens and it slows. Breathing in deep, breathing out slow. And then as our breath deepens and slows, we notice that the whole body begins to release and relax. Breathing in, release. Breathing out, relax. And then maybe notice if there's anywhere in the body that's contracted or holding. Maybe the toes or the fingers. Just bring the next breath there. Breathing in, release. Breathing out, relax. Or maybe the lower back or the shoulders. And bring the next breath there. Breathing in, release. Breathing out, relax. And then maybe the neck and the jaw, the eyes. Just see if there's any holding there. And bring that next breath there. Breathing in, release. Breathing out, relax. And then notice if there's any thoughts floating by. And you can notice these. Don't need to attach to them or dive into them. You can just notice them and let them float on by. We're breathing right now. Breathing in, release. Breathing out, relax. And when thoughts do arise, we can just release them and practice noticing from the heart. Let's see if we can notice the next breath from the heart. Breathing in and breathing out. Fully aware of this breath. And we can be aware of the senses, of the sounds, of the light coming in through the eyelids, the feeling of the chair beneath us or the earth beneath our feet. The coolness of the breath coming in and the warmth of it going out. Breathing in and breathing out. Notice all of this from the heart. All of these things, the thoughts, the senses, feelings, all of these things just can float on by. Right now, we're aware of being aware. Aware from the heart, noticing from the heart. And as we notice from the heart, it's as if all the boundaries and borders that we put up just drop away. And we notice a vastness, space, an extensiveness right here in this breath, breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in, I'm aware of this present moment. Breathing out, I know it is a joyful moment. Noticing from the heart, it's as if we're filled with, surrounded by, and overflowing with love. And we find out it's who we really are. And from this vast, loving awareness, I invite you now to bring to heart someone who represents this love for you. Whether that's a teacher or a mentor, benefactor, a loving being. Maybe the ocean or the sky could represent this love for you. Or a tree or a child or a friend. Or maybe it's the divine. And of course, all love is divine. So this divine love flows through us, fills us up completely. Anything that is not this love washes away. And as we overflow with it, it blesses us, and then it overflows to bless others. And we let that love flow. Grateful for the presence of our loving being flowing through us. And allow that love from the heart to flow to someone that you find so easy to love, some dear one. Whoever comes to heart, this dear one, then let that love flow to them. And then we'll use these words of loving kindness as conduits of the love, as gift giving of the love. And we repeat them so that they stay with us throughout our lives. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be joyful. May you be free. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be joyful. May you be free. And this wish of love flows to this one that we find so easy to love. And they fill up with that love. And they reflect it back to us. And they join in with us, blessing us. May we be happy. May we be healthy. May we be joyful. May we be free. May we be happy. May we be healthy. May we be joyful. May we be free. And then allow this love to flow and overflow now, bringing to heart someone who is almost a stranger to you. Maybe someone that you've just seen passing in the street, or someone that you've seen a lot, but you really don't know them. Like maybe the letter carrier or someone in a shop. Just someone who comes to heart. Could be someone on a Zoom. But right now, the same love is flowing to this one who's almost a stranger to us, blessing them. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be joyful. May you be free. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be joyful. May you be free. And as that love flows and overflows and blesses us and the stranger, we check in again with our loving being, allowing them to love through us. And we bring to heart someone who we've had a difficult time with this week. Or maybe they've had a difficult time with us. So whoever comes to heart, noticing them from the heart, may you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be joyous. May you be free. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be joyous. May you be free. Maybe these words aren't perfect for this situation, but this love is, and it flows to them, healing anything that's not flowing. Be happy, be healthy, be joyful, be free. Allowing that love to flow to this one. In gratefulness, we open up our hearts to those who really need a blessing this week. So, someone who comes to heart, or maybe a family group that comes to your heart that really needs a blessing this week, going through a difficult time. And then letting that love flow to them abundantly. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be joyous. May you be free. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be joyful. May you be free. And then letting that love flow to others who really need a blessing this week, flowing and overflowing to them. It could be a community or a place on the earth, could be a species of animal or a place on the earth that really needs healing. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be joyful. May you be free. And then opening up our palms, we'll invite to join us our own friends and family as if they were here with us. And in truth and heart, they are here. And they join in with us. May we be happy. May we be healthy. May we be joyful. May we be free. And that joy connects each one of us and fills us up. And that freedom is the freedom to give and receive love. And it flows through our friends, our family. And each one reaches out to their friends and family. And they flow on and on to coworkers and acquaintances, seeking to include rather than exclude, bringing in. And it crosses our communities, it crosses our families, it crosses our nations. May we be happy. May we be healthy. May we be joyful. May we be free. May we be happy. May we be healthy. May we be joyful. May we be free. And this love flows and overflows. And then we include all the creatures of the earth, the animals, and the beautiful plant life, and the aquatic life, and all the waters of the earth, all the land creatures of the earth, to the skies, from the smallest plankton to the greatest sequoia, from the beautiful blue whales right down to the microbes. May we be happy. May we be healthy. May we be joyous. May we be free. Be happy. Be healthy. Be joyous. Be free. And the plants and the animals remind us to include the earth itself, and the oceans and the sky, the rivers and the streams, soil, from the furthest star right to the center of the earth, all joining in. May we be happy. May we be healthy. May we be joyous. May we be free. Be happy. Be healthy. Be joyous. Be free. And from that furthest star right here to this breath, we find that incredible loving awareness is always here, and it's who we really are. And in gratefulness to the earth, to our fellow travelers, and to this divine love that flows and holds all things together. It's always here. And any time during the week, we can come back to this loving awareness that we can't really leave. It's one breath away. And then bringing hands to heart center, we can inhale and exhale and inhale. We are grateful. And I am grateful for you. And I'll just close with this reading that I sent out from Robert Thurman, who's always a delight. This is the joy that the world cannot give. This is the joy that keeps watch against all the emissaries of sadness of mind and weariness of soul. This is the joy that comforts and is the companion as we walk even through the valley of the shadow of death. Thank you, Howard Thurman. Thank you, everyone, for joining me. And does anyone have a poem or um, a, a, a reading or something that you would like to share? Then go ahead and unmute yourself and share it. Maybe put your hand up, or that would be lovely if you have something. Who's got one today? Maybe mine's the only one for today. Do you have one, Pat? Yes, actually you do. Yes.
I do. Just waiting for other people. Don't want to be doing it every week. And let the spirit go when the spirit goes, right? So, all right. So from Pamela's pocket, look for the gaps, which is something I'm always trying to do. So, in my own training, I've been taught to look for the gaps, the gap at the end of each out breath, the space between thoughts, the naturally occurring non conceptual pause after a sudden shock, unexpected noise, or a moment of awe. Rinpoche advised intentionally creating these gaps by pausing to look at the sky or stopping to listen intently. He called this poking holes in the clouds. These fleeting moments of no big deal me, no internal conversation, no frozen opinions, were very simple yet powerful. The utter freshness of just being present introduces us to unshakable confidence, a lion-like pride that refuses to buy into any negative or limiting storylines.
Good. That's a good one. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'm going to turn off the record. All righty. Okay, let me make sure. There we go. You can hear. Let's start with just a little shake. Just shake everything off, letting it go. Good. And then we'll do our knocking on the door of life, where we knock on our shoulder and our lower back with our arms as we swing them. Good, good, good. So we swing our arms and they knock our lower back and our shoulder. We breathe. And our feet are firmly on the earth, enjoying the contact with the earth as we do this. Good. And then we let them just flow through the water. So the arms are completely not doing anything. Our bodies are moving our arms back and forth. And then slowly, slowly, we come back to center. Good, and stillness. And then we'll inhale both hands up. And then slowly bring that chi down the central meridian. And then inhaling them up. And then bring them down that central meridian. Good. And one more like that. Just letting anything that's not flowing flow. Good. And then we'll let our hands float up to shoulder height and then back down. And they float and then come back down. Beautiful. And float. We're opening up the door here as our hands float up and then float down. And now bring that left hand up, left arm up, and then it floats down. And then the right arm, and then float it down. And breathe. And we kind of rock side to side, balancing both sides of the body as we do this. Beautiful. And now that left arm with the pinky leading the way, we draw a big rainbow all the way around and back. And then bring both hands up and then let them float down. And then the right arm comes up with the pinky leading the way as we draw a big rainbow, opening up that shoulder. And then bring it up and down. Beautiful. And left. We're drawing that rainbow. And then up and down. And last one. Up and down. And then let's step open a little bit more than shoulders. and opening up our arms, and we'll inhale. And then exhale, bringing our hands together as if we were hugging a tree trunk. So we inhale, and then exhale, hug that tree trunk. And this one's called embracing the Qi. Inhale, and then exhale, embrace that Qi with a slight bend in the knees. Then we let our shoulders float down and our elbows float up. Good. And just feel as if you're embracing the Qi here. Breathing. One more breath. Good. And then bringing it down into the earth. Good. Stepping open again. We'll bring both hands with the palms facing the earth over to the left side and reach. And then bring it back to our lower energy center, which is about 3 inches below the belly button. And then we reach. And then bring it back to that lower energy center. And reach. And back. And then this time, as we reach, we can spread out the fingers and toes. And then as we come into the energy center, we can cup the fingers and the toes. And then reach, spreading them out. And then cupping it in. So we're sending out anything that isn't serving to be recycled in the earth. And then bringing in the good energy into this energy center. Letting it go. And then bringing in the good energy. Beautiful. And then we'll go back down to the earth and inhale. And let's go to wise old owl now. So feet are shoulder distance apart. Knees are slightly bent. And then we inhale, opening up our arms. And then turn our wrists out as we turn our head to the left. And then bring it back in. And then the other way. So we bring our hands out, turn the wrists, and turn your head. And then beautiful. Let's do it one more time. Wise down. Great, great, great. As if you can hold hands with the world. To center. Let's do a little bit. Let's shake a little bit. Just shake a little bit. And then we're going to knock on our lower back, just with soft hands, just knocking on the lower back there. Good. And we'll inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Good, 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 good. And then we're going to knock down the hips. So kind of maybe more slapping on the hips there. Good. And then down the sides of the legs, all the way to the feet. And then back up the insides of the legs, all the way to the hip bones. And so now we're knocking on the hip bones. And then we'll go to the back and then down, all the way down the backs of the legs. And then up the front of the feet, and then up the front of the legs. So we're working on our lymph nodes here. And then again, back to the hip bones. Good. One more time, going down. And then back up. Good. Knock, knock, knock. Great. And then bring the left hand over to the right shoulder and tap down the outside of the arm. And then back the underside all the way back to that hip. And then again, all the way down. And then to the hip. And one more time. And to the hip. Good, good, good. And don't forget to breathe. And then the other side. All the way down into the hip. Letting our whole lymph system get a good helpfulness here to get it running and flowing. Great. Okay, and now we're coming to the rib cage. So right here on the rib cage, we inhale through the mouth, inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. 3 breaths. And then up to collarbone. And then to sternum or heart center. And then cheekbones. Then forehead. And then let's bring it all the way down the skull to the lower neck. Up the skull to the lower neck. There. And then let's give ourselves a yin massage so you're not actually touching. Good. And then in the front, that yin massage too. We're just washing anything away that's not serving. And then let's go around the heart and the lungs one way. And then go around the heart and the lungs the other way, just cleansing in gratefulness for all that they do. And then all those internal organs one way. And then the other way, grateful for all that they do. Beautiful. And then let's just bring our hands and make a little lotus and bring that up to the sky. And then let it rain down and down to the ground. And then we're going to step open and bring your right hand across and then look at that palm. And then the left hand's on the bottom. And we're going to let our hands pass like clouds and over to the other side, flipping their position and then coming over to the other side. So we're just letting our hands dance like clouds back and forth. And they're passing like clouds. And then at the same time, they're cleansing our emotions, our feelings, our concepts, our stories, our memories, just washing it all out, cleansing and flowing. Anything that's stagnant, we're getting it moving here, letting it go as if we're in a big washing machine. Our aura, just everything cleansed and flowing. Here we are in this very beginning of summer, just letting everything flow. Good. One more. And then we'll come to center and bring our hands together, forming that little ball. And this week is new moon, so we're going to open our arms, bring the left arm on top, the right arm on the bottom, and embrace the moon. And then open up the arms again and embrace the moon the other way. Beautiful. Inhale. Embrace that moon. And then on the next one, we're going to turn it into taming the wild horse's mane. So let those hands pass each other. Reach up with the right, down with the left, into taming that wild horse's mane. Bringing it back to center. Embracing the moon. And then the left hand goes up, right hand down, taming the wild horse's mane. One more on each side. And then back to center, inhale. Exhale, dropping it down the central meridian. Let's bring the left foot forward, right foot back. Okay, sorry about that. And exhale forward and inhale back. And exhale and inhale. Beautiful. And each turn of this prayer wheel, you can send out another intention for an individual or a situation. Great. And then let's switch sides and exhale forward and inhale back. Gratefulness. And coming to center, we'll bring our left hand up and then bringing it down to form this little basket here. And then bring the right hand up and center it down to form a little basket. One more each side, centering our practice. And our basket's right at our lower energy center, our dantian, about 3 inches below the belly button. That's my grandson. Good, good, good. And we'll bring that basket down to the root and then up to the solar plexus and down, and then up to the heart and down and up to the forehead and down, and then up over the head and down. Good. And then inhaling up, we'll bring our hands to heart center. And we are grateful, and I am grateful for you. Thank you, everybody.